Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing. I am here with my cohort and henchman, Miss Stacy Moore, and we have some super exciting news for you. If you are a speaker, coach, trainer, elder, sensei, whatever you call yourself in business, and you have a product or service that women wish for, if women are your target audience, I don't care who you are, we have amazing collaborative opportunity available to you to get in front of not only our audience, but to get in front of audiences that are going to be marketed at Essence, which is a mega event for African American women. We're going to be marketing these events at multiple Ultimate Women Expos, city to city. So if you're interested, get your application in now. A myriad of virtual events to celebrate everything from Black Women Equal Pay Day, Social Media Week for Women, International Day of Sisterhood, International Day of Women, March of next year. So we're going to be looking for people to be on tour. Take Stacey, you know the tour cities. You want to give
Yeah,
them
I
the
was
tour cities?
I was just gonna say, Coach, because a lot of people are going. Well, we know that she's in Texas, and I don't know if I can get to Texas. But are you in Atlanta? Are you in the DMV? Have you been hanging out on the East Coast up in New York and New Jersey trying to figure out when's she gonna get to me? Hey, Dr. Stevie out there. Are you in the Tennessee area? We gonna get around there, hit them cities, Knoxville, Louisville, Nashville, those cities right there.
Oh,
We're
don't forget about Chicago because you hounded me.
I
You
did, I did,
hounded me by putting the Midwest
I
on the
did.
list.
Yeah, Chi-Town's got to get up in there. Number two city for African American females, especially business owners. We got to have Chi-Town. I know. Look, Dr. Stevie said, come on to North Carolina. Dr. Stevie, I just made my way to Charlotte, and we're going to make our way there too. Representation all the way.
So how we kind of figured out our first list was we went where my list took us. Places where we've done either mega women's expos before, Dallas, Atlanta, New Jersey, places where we already have a big list, Houston, Atlanta. And so we're working out from there. But of course, if you want to be a host in one of these cities and partner with us to bring the brand there are host opportunities available. We're looking to collaborate because this is one thing I said last night. I said, if all of us are on the bus to millions, why do we all got to buy a different ticket? These events are going to be advertised on Facebook ads. Why should everybody have to come with a $5,000 ad budget when we can collaborate and all make it to the same destination? There is more than enough for everybody. When you get in a room, someone is going to resonate with you. So if you're someone that either wants the expertise to be able to get on a stage and learn how to sell your product from the stage, go to bit.ly/ solid gold speakers. If you want to be part of some of these virtual events, because literally we're going to Essence with 50,000 pieces of marketing material. So when we come back, we're going to be marketing these events to 50,000 women. You don't have to go to Essence, hire your own street team, pay that expensive rate for staying in New Orleans. We've done it before. And the last time we did it, we brought back over 12,000 leads. You can simply do the math, guys. That collaboration is always much more cash friendly than trying to do it by yourself. So if you're somebody that's interested, definitely go to bit.ly/ solid gold speakers. We're going to be marketing this. Hey, Shaniqua, Sugar Trash said, I want to be a host in Houston. And you know what I was thinking about? Hey, Jasmine, I was thinking about not even doing Houston. I promise you, I live in Houston. And I
No
was
way.
like,
We got to
I
do
don't know.
Houston.
I don't know. You
H-Town.
know,
Yes, we got to do Houston.
now my content lab is always in Houston because I know it the best. But we're looking for speakers. Here's the thing: if you're somebody that's sitting there saying, "Well, I know I'm not going to be able to afford to participate," We even have ambassador opportunities. Bring two people to participate and you get to participate. There's always a way when you want to be involved. And I'm looking for people who are ready to play all out, who are ready to go out here and get a stack of bread. I'm looking for people who are ready to play big, to make it happen in these cities. Oh, Jasmine girl. Now I'm not afraid of OKC now. I started my speaking career with Lisa Miller Baldwin in Oklahoma City. So now I'm not afraid of going anywhere. I just always go, and I was telling Stacey this last night. I go where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated.
Yes.
So if I go, we want the women lined up in the hallway to see you guys. We want the women sold out events. So the format is going to be, we're going to have a meet and greet, which is VIP that Friday, which is going to be a social media photo op for you, because again, the goal is to explode your brand. We're going to have the event the next day, which is going to be an educational event. Vendor opportunities will be available in all of these cities. So if you're interested, go to bit.ly/solid gold speakers. If you want to apply to speak, go to bit.ly/solid gold speakers. We're going to have warm audiences because we're going to invite them to virtual events in advance. But the goal is for you to go, expand your brand, and generate revenue. I will not leave that off the table.
Let me just jump in here.
Get more clients. Hey, Tamisha, the goal is to get more clients, to get more brand exposure, because we're about to do what everybody else is not doing. How many other people are you going to see in 8, 9, 10 states? And that is going to increase your social media cred exponentially, because 95% of the people on social media are doing what? They're watching. They're watching you go out to eat. They're watching you get on stage after stage. They're watching you go from city to city. And the more they watch, the more that makes you the person they want to be, which makes them sign on with you. So my goal is to triple my social media following this year, triple my clientele, and to help you do the same. And for those of you that don't have high-end products and services, you have an opportunity to work with me to create a real offer. A real offer ain't $59. A real offer is not $999. I'm talking a real offer is $10, $15, and $25,000. So again, if you want to get on the bus to millions, you guys know I'm a collaborator have always been. Even when it didn't always serve me best.
Coach, we got some representation from Trinidad and Tobago.
You talking about Tisha?
From LinkedIn. No, we've got Cheryl Diane. She's actually getting ready to kick off an event in 2 weeks. And she was saying she wanted some people to come from the US, represent next year in 2024. So she can start building that up now, be part of the virtual events, and then let's see how many people we can actually get over yonder, down yonder, for this time next year.
And that's what it's all about, because when it's all said and done, again, it's always, and the one thing that women don't do, we don't always partner. But the way Facebook ads is going right now, the way these algorithms are leaning right now, if we don't get together, we're going to all fall. That's just a real thing. Anytime I'm doing live stream videos, getting 100 views, that means we got to do something different. So that different is we got to tip the algorithms with community support, everybody sharing the same thing. And anytime you are in an audience, let me tell you this is one thing I know. 25% of that audience can afford your highest price item. Doesn't mean you know how to make them want it. Doesn't mean you know how to make them pay for it. But this is one of those things where if you don't get on board, and I'm going to tell you the name of the tour, is the I Wish Tour for Women.
Come on.
And our goal is to put the things women wish for, put those connections, put those resources right in the room for them. If they wish they had better credit, wish is not a strategy. It's just not. They wish they had a better home. So we want to put them in the room with realtors. We want to put them in the room with credit repair specialists. We want to put them in the room if they wish they could make their goals and stop procrastinating. We want to put them in the room with life and business coaches. So regardless as to what you do, if you have a heart to serve women, this is something that is going to be beneficial for you from a brand awareness perspective as well as a lucrative perspective.
And so I know I'm excited to be part of this because not everybody gets the opportunity to partner up with the great. When I started thinking last year about what and how I wanted to finish the year out, I wanted to make sure that I got money back in the center of things. I know that I wanted to work with women. I wanted to work with women that were willing to do the work. I was wanting to work with women that 20% that actually want it and not just the 80% that needed it. So now I'm in the position to partner up with the great Danielle Patterson Winningham, Reverend Doctor at that, in the DPW International team. So if you are looking to be under, now y'all have had some coaches. I know y'all have had some coaches out there, but your coaches don't do like this coach does. Your coach doesn't tap you in the DM to tell you about something she saw on your thread. Your coach doesn't hit you in the DM and say, there's an opportunity, or did you see that grant opportunity that I posted 4 days ago that's closing tomorrow? Your coach doesn't have chats set up with women from different industries with different causes available to you. So not only do you have access to coach, but you have access to other people that are in the same situation as you, in motion to go in the positive direction to make a change for the community. And that's what we're here to do. And this is not just the only opportunity. So DM me if you're looking for a way in to get close to this coach. And it doesn't have to be through this opportunity. She has a lot of opportunities. We're just not going to discuss them here. We want to make sure you get connected, though, because y'all know that's what I do. And right now, I got my little black wagon connected to DPW International, and I think you should too.
And here's the thing, too. The one thing when people ask us what makes you different is for years you guys have seen my clients on my platform. I don't know any other coaches that put their clients front and center. We have over 175,000 followers on social media. We got 25 meetup groups in different major cities with 14,000 people. We got an archive text list of 40,000 people and growing. A text list of 20,000 people. And again, we're taking 50,000 pieces of marketing collateral to Essence. We were booked for 5 different Ultimate Women's Expos with 2,000 to 3,000 guests per expo. We typically build a list of anywhere from 15 to 1,800 people per expo. Just imagine if you need a fresh audience, because I'm going to tell you this, there's probably nothing wrong with your product and service other than it may not be priced correctly. But people telling you no is just because you're in front of those same people. And even Jesus, my mom used to tell me this about Houston. When I first started coaching in Houston and, people were lackluster and didn't really want to pay you your worth. My mom said, even Jesus was just a carpenter in his hometown. Sometimes you got to get up and get out from what's comfortable, away from what's familiar. They say familiarity breeds contempt. It does. The people that know you from going to happy hours and fighting with your husband, they like, oh, that's just Rhonda. Rhonda ain't trying. But everybody doesn't know your history. And Benjamin, you're absolutely right. This is for men and women. If you're a man and you got a product that serves women, absolutely go to bit.ly/solid gold speakers and sign up. This is an application process. You will be interviewed because we're looking for people who are serious about the cause.
Come on, Ben. That's Chi-Town representing coach right there. Chi-Town.
We're looking for people who are serious about being in service. but that understand serious doesn't mean you don't get paid. So if you're somebody that has been out and been speaking, or you've been trying to get a lift into that 6 or 7 figure realm, this may very well be your opportunity. I'm so Barack Obama right now. I have no problem grassrooting this thing. You know, the pandemic came, it shut a lot of people down. You couldn't really move around like you wanted to, but now all bets are off. And I'm looking to, if I can make it to 12 cities this year, I'm going to do it. But we already got 8 to 10 on the books for this year. We've already started building our tour calendar for next year. Believe it or not, there are still people that do not want to do business with you unless they meet you in person.
That's right.
We want to have press releases going out about this thing with your name in them. We want to have your name on what do they call, in lights on Times Square. We have a plan to really blow this all out of the water and increase your social media following and increase the clientele while we're doing it. Don't get it twisted. More followers is just more followers. More followers is not more money unless you're deliberate about what you're doing.
And Coach also understood that some of you are looking for some training, some guidance too. We're not going to just throw you on out there without your checklist, without making sure that you're vetted so that you show up the best, because your brand is being represented and it's being represented in partnership with our brands. So we want to make sure that you're going out there with the best foot forward, no toilet tissue on the heels, no slips hanging, none of that. You want to make sure, because Coach has already got those things. Those things have been around, and she's just been waiting to dust them off for the right people.
And you know, I'm serious about the application and the interview process too, because you know, for me to be in business, and this year I'm going to be celebrating my 12th year in business. Actually, my 8th year since I quit my job. Doesn't seem like it, but it is. But I know that there is and I'm not cliquish at all, but I know it takes a certain kind of spirit for this many people to remain harmonious. And I'm a harmonious person. We want to make sure that whoever comes to the table know that it's in the spirit of team and there's no I in team. But now don't get it twisted. It doesn't mean that we're not here to serve and make money. You know, one of my goals is to serve millions so I can make millions, so I can give millions away. And that should be all of our goal, to first serve, make sure we're compensated for our service, and then turn around and help the community as we're compensated for our service. And we all have a call on our life. And our call is for our voice to go out and multiply, for our services to go forth and multiply, for the good that we do in the world to go forth and multiply. And, you know, we're looking for people that want to partner, because if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go with others. So every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be having information sessions. Make sure you go to I know the page right now says Thursdays at 7, but no, it's Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go to bit.ly/Solid Gold Speakers. This is not the official page. This is a temporary page. But look, money don't wait, time don't wait, and I didn't want to wait either. And I wanted to go ahead and get those first people in. You're going to have an opportunity to participate only virtually in a city or two. Or if you want to go everywhere I go for the next year, you are more than welcome. I'm looking for that level of partnership. And, you know, the beautiful thing about it is that you can participate at the level at which you feel comfortable. Stacey, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I wanted to say that I want some of these people, I know they're saying, future-wise, how am I going to keep up? And I know that we're putting together this massive tour calendar right now with all of these events on here. So we want to make sure that you are following us. Turn on the notifications so that you see us when we're going live. We're going to be live 2 or 3 times a week. Check us out. We'll be over on Clubhouse side as well. We'll be on LinkedIn. We're going to be everywhere that your audience possibly could be to show you just that. And you can participate from any level. Now, she's talked about vendor level. If you have a product or service, talking about speaking, and that's getting in at the grassroots, whether it's a tour location or the virtual locations, hybrid situations, meeting us up at the big cities, because we're going to be in some of those big cities with some of those big expos, and we're going to have our own area, our own meet and greets that go along with that, because we know the same thing that we're saying for you all to do, that we're doing the same with expos and entities that are larger than us, because our audience is out there too. So setting the example for you all as to how you actually do this. Follow on social media, and I'm going to say, if you're not already following Coach Danielle Patterson Winningham, make sure that you are, from my side of it, so you can see, for those of you that have been looking at, how do I post on social media? How do I get seen? How often do I need to post? Do I need to go live? Do I need to show up on video? The example is in her thread. Make sure that you follow her, turn on notifications so that you can keep up with these things and watch for the example, because the proof is in the pudding.
And the thing about it is, too, for those of you that hate to go live, this may very well be your solution. For those of you who are not consistent on social media, this may very well be your solution. And it is a legitimate and, a relationship building solution.
Oh, yeah.
When you get in front of these people live and in person, they can understand you, can feel you, you can address their need. And guys, I'm going to tell you, it's nothing like it for social media exposure. You want your brand credibility to grow, let them start seeing you speaking from on stage to stage, because speaking engagements beget speaking engagements. Let them see you start moving from city to city, because national and international beget international. And we're even going to have an international trip in April next year to Ghana. So this is about showing up loud and proud, large and in charge. This ain't for you if you want to play small. It's not. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that, because I don't play small. I don't go slow. I know what God has set aside for me, and I'm in a season where I want to walk in. Somebody type in walk in everything that God has for me. I want to show women that there's no space for poverty or struggle or lack. And I want other individuals who are just as passionate about giving women the tools that they need to be successful. Come on, Ben Billionaire. Come on, Ben Billionaire. So again, if if you're somebody that has a story to tell, you don't have to necessarily be a professional speaker. You could just be somebody that wants to explode your brand. Their brand partner opportunities, sponsorship opportunities, speaking opportunities, you name it. Thank you, Sugar Trask. You name it. So, and I was just like you, Sugar Trask. I was in Houston. I thought Houston was my definition until I went national. Then I thought the United States was my definition until I went international. I guess the only thing I got left is intergalactic. So when you see me hanging out with the Martians, right? When you see our next tour stop is on Mars, okay? Don't even be mad, because sometimes that is what's required. And nowadays, with people consuming social media content like crazy, they can't even remember whose video they saw. So no, I'm not going to go on TikTok and compete with the dancing rabbits. No, I'm not going to go over there on Snapchat and start an OnlyFans account and get naked. I'm not going to twerk on Instagram. I'm not. I'm going to beat people at their own game. I'm about to beat my feet up.
Come on.
And I'm going to tell you a story about opportunity, Stacey, if it's okay.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm reading so many books right now. It's crazy. So I'm rereading The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, which is a very, very old book. In the first three chapters, one of the things he says is nobody is keeping you from abundance. Can I get an amen? There is absolutely nobody keeping you from abundance but yourself. What you are, hey Delmar, what you are and what you are not willing to do. And I'm willing to go from city to city, state to state to collect my abundance. Are you? So that's one. What are you willing to do? The second thing he said is that there's nobody more capable or more worthy. So you got to stop thinking that wealth and abundance is for some and not for you. So the first thing is, what are you willing to do? The second thing is understanding that abundance is for everybody. The third thing was perseverance. He said that in Spain, they rate their bulls on toughness. They have a lance, and when the bull runs at them, they poke them. How many times that bull is ready to get poked before he gives up is how high they rate that bull. How many times are you willing to go for it in order to get what's yours? Those are the people I'm looking for. I'm looking for the individuals who are ready to go all out, who are ready to post on social media like there's no tomorrow, who are not afraid of breaking the algorithms, who understand partnership and collaboration. And last but not least, who wants a multi-million-dollar brand and not afraid to go after it. That's who I'm looking for. And if you just want a six-figure brand right now, come on, you might change your mind. You hang out with me long enough, you'll start believing in your seven figures, okay? It's
That's
just
right.
numbers on paper.
That's right. And that's the truth. And that's why I'm here. And that's why my power partners are out here in the chat and the thread right now. Hit the link. It doesn't cost you a dime. Just hit the link. Go ahead and show up on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Central. Find out what else we have to talk about, how you can fit in, get in where you can fit in, because now is the time. Because once we get the momentum up, and we get the buses full, it's going to be a little bit harder. And you're in on the grassroots on the very beginning of this. All the tourist cities
Just tell the truth, the price gonna go up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
you know, it's always supply and demand. I had somebody send me a message that had reached out to me a year ago. And they sent me a message the other day that said, I'm ready to get started. And I looked at what I quoted her a year ago. And I said, oh, you know, sis. And I wanted to explain it in a way that she didn't think like I was just being funny. But I'm like, okay, so let you go look at the website. Go look at the website, because you know this ain't nothing I'm making up or just telling you. This is what the price is now. And that's a mistake that we make sometimes. We're being introduced to opportunities. We know it's the right opportunity, but we just overthink it.
We do. But I mean, if they've been watching enough of the social media, the reels say yesterday's prices or today's prices are not tomorrow's prices. We know that. With inflation, we know that. We know that constantly.
Yeah, you better buy all your eggs today, and you should have bought your wings last year, and you better not buy no chitlins, okay? Those are the three things I know for sure. You should have bought your eggs yesterday. You should have bought your chicken wings before the pandemic was over. And you can't even make a run at a bucket of chitlins right now because they about $35, $45, okay? So I say that to say this is an amazing, I feel, an affordable opportunity. When I look at the budget of what we spent to market at Essence right before the pandemic, we spent right at $50,000. So I know for me to take 50,000 pieces of marketing content is going to cost about $100,000. What are you willing to do to get your product or service in front of 50,000 women? Minimum. And that's new women on the list.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we even have sponsorship opportunities where you can even buy a copy of the list and market to them independently. So, you know, there's just so many ways to get involved. We're looking for real collaboration, real partnerships, real people that are ready to get it out the mud. There's always the easy way, but you got to ask yourself, is that easy way the lucrative way? Sometimes it is,
Absolutely.
and sometimes it's not. Now, I will tell you my two new words. My two new words are semi-retirement. So now I'm not trying to just get out there and just heave ho, do no Hebrew type of labor. I'm not going to be working like a Hebrew slave. There are ways to work harder. We plan on employing automation, automatic marketing campaigns, automatic video promotions and reels promotions, press releases, our current list. There's a lot of things we're in terms of the marketing engine to get this initiative in front of the right people. And if you come on board, you got to be willing to push a little too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt about that. So yes, be ready. I mean, but you've got to put in something to get something out. And if you haven't learned that yet, this might be the place where you learn that. But you definitely have to give to get.
And if you need help, we have super financing available. Oh my goodness, we have so many payment terms that it's ridiculous. But I want you to ask yourself, if not this, where can I go and get in front of this many people? Because that's all retirement is, guys. Retirement is just a number in your bank account. It's not an age. It's not 65. It's not 70. It is when your business is self sufficient enough and financially responsible enough for you to go sit down somewhere. So I'm not trying to create anything that's hard at this point. As a matter of fact, that's the piece, that's the vote for collaboration, is that many hands make light work. And one thing that social media has never been able to contend with is collaboration.
That's right.
When
That's right.
everybody starts to share a thing, it's going to trend. When everybody starts to partner, it's gonna trend. And we have to be in that space to know that God is gonna deliver to us blessings in the size of what we need. That's why I never compare what anybody else makes. If somebody else makes more, great. I know that my God is gonna give me. Somebody type my God in the chat. Is gonna deliver to me what I need. I would sing a song for y'all today, but Facebook might filter me.
Yeah, no, coach. Yeah, no, coach. You just keep preaching. Just keep
Well,
preaching.
the song has been ringing in my head all day
Come on.
because I will tell you that acceleration, your next level, all of those things will cause fear to come into your heart. But my grandma used to always, and at church, they used to sing, the Lord will make a way somehow when beneath the cross I bow. I don't know if y'all remember that song.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
There's
ma'am.
a sweet relief in knowing that the Lord will make a way somehow. So I know that women coming together to serve other women is overdue.
Mm-hmm.
I know that part of the reason that women business owners fail is because we're lone rangers. We don't have anywhere to cross promote, cross market, or get physical, mental, or business support. And when it's all said and done, we're divided and conquered.
Mm-hmm.
And until we start coming together, sharing information, sharing opportunities, it's going to stay the same. We cannot continue to be the face of poverty. We cannot continue to be the beast of burden. We cannot continue to be the worker bees. We cannot continue to have only 10% of the world's wealth and 1% of the world's land. Yet we do 75% of the world's work. That math doesn't math.
It does not. It
We
does.
grow 3/4 of the world's food, but yet we only have 1% of the world's land. So that means what you're telling me is that women, in essence, are sharecroppers. We growing all the food on somebody else's land. I don't know about you. My great, let me get it right. Big Mama, Sis Jed, Grandma Betty. My great great grandmother was a slave. My great grandmother was a sharecropper. My grandmother was the first woman to ever go work for a check. I refuse to be relegated to sharecropping anymore. When I have the entire world out there available for me to get in front of, all I'm asking is, do you want to ride? I'm going.
I'm going too. I'm going.
Going.
We going like Noah's Ark right now. We adding them to the ark. We asking. We adding them to the ark so we can multiply. This is distribution.
I'm going.
Yes. Yes.
And I've gone before, and the only thing that I did differently before is I went alone. And this time I want to go far. So I know I'm going. I'm going to be relentless to getting the word out to those individuals that want to go. I'm not going to beg nobody to go because I got to keep myself motivated, okay? You got to know there's a call on your life, but I'm going. I'm looking for other individuals who want to go. You got to realize that the pandemic shifted the world online. And Warren Buffett says, when they go online, you go off.
Yes.
When they go right, you go left. And I've been a pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been begging people to get on live stream for years. Now people are like, oh, I don't want to get on live stream. Girl, you too late for the party anyway.
Yeah.
It's time to do something different. How many of you sense that it's time to do something different in your business that's going to make a difference? Somebody say me.
Absolutely.
And we're going to teach you how to maximize these. Hey, Crystal Cunningham, we're going to teach you how to maximize your brand awareness in these different cities.
Absolutely.
So again, it's, get your application in. Go to bit.ly/Solid Gold Speakers. Remember, that's just the temporary page. There's going to be another page coming this week with more details. But I didn't want to wait because these dates won't wait. Hey, Michael, these dates won't wait. And I didn't want you guys to wait. I wanted you guys to know that opportunities are everywhere. Just have to be willing to sometimes pack your bags and go.
And let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll, Coach. I've been waiting for a minute behind this. We ready to roll now. And I'm going to bring all the ones that I can. I'm going to cluster them up from all the corners where I know they are and bring them to the table too.
What I tell you, Stacey, once we put it out there, the right people will come along. And again, that's why we're doing interviews, because we want to know who's really ready for the partnership, the collaboration, to do the work, and it doesn't have to be a lot of work. It just doesn't.
It doesn't. The more hands we put on deck, the less work it is individually.
Oh, Thisha, I remember. Let me tell you, and that live stream game has changed. Social media continues to change. The number of people on social media has changed. Your content strategy for social media has to change. There's really only two types of content right now: long content and short content. Short content, which will get you a lot of views, doesn't necessarily mean you'll be memorable. Keep in mind, the average person watching TikTok watches 100+ videos a day. So they may remember what you did, but will they remember your brand?
No, and even Instagram has already said that long form contact is on its way back, and then YouTube as well. So make sure you're getting that. And then that's the classes, Coach. The social media just in itself to understand, because again, 3 months ago, the way that the algorithm and the system was working is not the same as it is now. And so if you want to stay in front of you want to stay in front of people, then you got to roll with the punches, stay up with the trends. And if you can't do it yourself, then you have to be with people that are paying attention to that. We know you can't do everything, but if we're all coming together to bring a piece to the table, then we can get it all done.
And there are mastermind components to this and all of that. So when it's all said and done, you are a culmination of the knowledge that's around you. Surround yourself with knowledge. They say your network is your net worth. Are you having seven-figure conversations? Are you around people with seven-figure and eight-figure aspirations? I promise you, when you start to level up your audience, the way your mind thinks, the way you think about wealth and abundance is going to shift. You cannot keep being the strongest, most progressive, smartest person in your circle.
Move
It will
around.
burn you out, wear you out, and leave you frustrated. So it's time for all of us to partner and level up. So, guys, we'll be here Tuesday. Oh, what's today? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11-ish. But register, apply now so you can see all of the goodies we have planned. So you can get your application in bit.ly/solid gold speakers. We're going to be running ad campaigns to get the speakers and vendors. And then we're going to be running ad campaigns to get the people to come out. In addition to promoting it at major events like Essence, the Ultimate Women's Expos, we want to be at events where there are thousands of women, because not everybody is doing that. And I promise you, just attending one of those events, one expo by yourself costs $15,000. Going to Essence, $50,000 to $100,000. Why can't we all do it together?
We can.
That's my 2 cents.
That's it. We can. And that's my 2 cents. So come on, collaborate with us, ride with us, roll with us, make money with us. We're going to break the bank coming out of 2023. In 2024 is really game on, because that's when the global aspect's going to kick in. But you need to be part of the grassroots now to be able to roll with that. Let's go.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys Wednesday night. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, bit.ly/solid gold speakers.
See you there.